Hey, what's up? This is Barbara Caserta from Anthrax, and you're watching Linnea Rock.
Brilliant.
It's okay?
Yes, good. Thank you so much. So welcome, Mr. Rob Caggiano of Anthrax to Linnea Rock. It's a pleasure for us, and welcome back to Italy.
Thanks for having me.
So you must be very comfortable here, since you know Caggiano, Benante, Bella Donna, Bello. You're an Italian band.
There's a lot of Italian in Anthrax.
Actually. So where are you from? I mean, your family?
New York City.
Okay, but
I'm a New York Italian.
Yeah, okay, but
Calabrese.
all right, from the south. Okay, the good part. All right. Okay, so new album, Worship Music, which really took devotion and.
Just real quick, am I looking at you or the camera?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer.
Okay.
New album, Worship Music, which really took a lot of devotion and a lot of hard work for you. It's finally ready and will be released in September.
Yeah.
We had the chance to listen to just one track, which is Fight 'Em Till You Can't. Very direct and back to the roots for Anthrax. That's what it seems. Will this be the direction of the whole album that we can expect?
I think the record's it's very varied. There's a lot of thrashy stuff. There's a lot of slower groove stuff. A lot of melody on the record, which is really cool. Some really catchy tunes, which I think we're all really excited about.
Okay. I know that it took very long to prepare this album. It was supposed, to come out 2009. Now 2011 finally is coming.
Yeah.
And did you rework the songs many times? How was it? I mean, very hard.
Some of the songs got reworked. When we went in and did the initial tracking, we had pretty much the bulk of the record done, and then there was a bunch of lineup changes.
Yes.
Different things that went on, but I think it actually worked to our benefit, because we had the opportunity to really live with the songs, and we tweaked them and made things better, and I was changing solos, there was some guitar parts changing, vocal melodies were changing, lyrics, but the meat and potatoes of it kind of stayed the same. A couple of songs were retracked. Charlie went in and redid some drums, but for the most part, the meat and potatoes of the album stayed the same.
And how much changing the vocalist affected the final result? Did it change a bit every time, because it was Belladonna, Nelson, Bush, Belladonna again? So it's
well, John actually never sang on the record.
All right.
He never sang. He only came in and did a few shows with us. But yeah, Joey's voice on the album is amazing. I mean, it just sounds right. We're all really happy that he's in the band. We love him. He's great live, and it's been a lot of fun. So
you feel a band united once again?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're happy to have Joey back?
Yeah, absolutely.
How could you describe Anthrax 2011?
Wow, Anthrax 2011. I mean, it's still the band still sounds like Anthrax, but there's definitely a re-energized spirit.
Yeah.
Within the band right now, and I think it's due to the new record and all these amazing shows we've been playing, the Big Four shows. It's just a really exciting time for the band.
And which was your personal contribution to the arrangements, you as Rob?
Well, I actually produced the album as well.
All right. Oh, I didn't know about that. Sorry.
Yeah, I recorded the bulk of it. Our friend Jay Rustin recorded the vocals with Joey.
Yeah.
Because at the time, it's kind of weird how this record came about, because a lot of it has been done for a long time. It was just kind of sitting around waiting to figure out what the plan was, and we were waiting to see if Joey really wanted to do this, if he really wanted to sing on it, and it's like, you can't force someone, especially the vocals, you can't force someone to sing if they don't want to sing. It won't come out right. You'll hear the lack of passion if you force someone. But so we kind of just all sat back and waited for Joey to say, to give us the green light. But at the time, I had some other stuff booked, so I couldn't actually record him. So our friend Jay Rustin went in and recorded the vocals.
And who's responsible of the lyrics? Since there was, you know, this...
Scotty and, you know, always wrote
Okay.
the bulk of the lyrics in Anthrax. So...
I know from the past, but maybe this time, is there any change or... No, that's
yeah,
okay.
That's kind
you
of
stick
the
to
Anthrax
the
formula.
All right, to the formula. And how is difficult to produce your own music, especially in a so tough process like this one was for the band?
I mean, the only difficult thing was, well, I mean, as far as the Anthrax record goes, I mean, it's just certain things were done and redone. So it kind of, you know, some of the work was, you know, double or even triple.
Okay.
You know, for the vocals especially, because I recorded the whole album with "He Who Shall Not Be Named," and you know, and then we had to redo everything with Joey. So. And
in the past, Anthrax had a lot of excellent collaborations, like Public Enemy. Corey Taylor, Pantera, and so on. Can we expect anything special like this on this album, or is there any special guest?
On the actual album, no.
No. But no.
There's a B-side that we recorded that I can't really talk about. But
okay.
It's not finished yet. So.
Okay, so we can have a surprise.
Yeah, there is a special guest. Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Joey Belladini.
We have Joey Belladonna joining us.
I've been looking for this interview all week. He's got it now. I'll be G on camera.
Okay. The Greater of Two Evils in 2004 presented a collection of Anthrax classics re-recorded.
Right.
And divided the fans in a sense with mixed emotions.
Right.
Which was the meaning of it for the band?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I'm not just speaking personally, I think the record came out cool, but I was always a little unsure as to what the point of that album was. You know what I mean? It's like those songs are so great as they were, the original versions. Why try to re-record them? It just didn't make sense to me. It was fun doing it, and being a part of it. You know, we did this thing in the Avatar Studios in New York City, and we had a bunch of fans come and just hang out while we played, which was cool. It was a lot of fun. But you know, as a record, I don't know what to say about it.
Okay. Do you listen to it?
No.
Not at all. Do you used to listen to your own stuff or never?
It's hard when, you know, me being a record producer. There's a lot of work that goes into, you know, making an album. You know, you hear things so much in the studio that when the record's finally done,
it's done.
Me personally, it's hard to listen to it.
Okay.
I can't. I go crazy.
Original thrash metal has come back big time with this Big Four tour. This is the proof of it. What do you like of the new thrash scene? Do you think, is there anything very interesting coming back from the new scene?
You're talking about new bands? New thrash bands?
Thrash, yes.
There's some cool new bands.
Who got the lesson the best?
There's a band that I really like called Toxic Holocaust.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if it's a band or if it's just one guy, but those records are really cool. They really have the spirit of the old thrash stuff. But as far as like people were saying there was this big thrash revival happening. It was about a year, maybe 2 years ago. It didn't seem like it actually really happened. It really took off, like obviously like it did in the '80s. But some cool bands popped up. That being Toxic Holocaust, probably being my favorite.
All right. And how are you living this tour? This is the second time for the Big Four, because we imagine you as being very united backstage, maybe partying, having a good time. I mean, within the old bands. Is that correct, or is there a different feeling?
I think we're all good friends, and I wouldn't say there's a lot of partying going on.
All right.
But occasionally. Sometimes when It's a real friendly vibe backstage.
Okay. Good. Is there anything in particular funny that happened on stage or off stage during this tour?
On stage or off stage? Well, we haven't really been out here long yet.
Maybe last year? No.
I mean, I'm sure. I just can't think of it right now.
And do you miss Scott when you turn around and you don't see him there? Yeah. How does it feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, the first show was weird without Scott. I mean, I didn't even add up in my head, you know, an Anthrax show without Scott Ian. But you know, we have Andreas from Sepultura, and he's amazing. You know, it's been a lot of fun with him, and he's nailing the songs. The crowd loves it.
How was the connection with Andreas? And I mean, everything is fine with Scott, right? It's just personal problems. That's the true story.
There's no problems.
Oh, okay.
Scott Ian had him and his wife had a baby.
Yeah.
You know, a couple weeks ago. So, you know, it's understandable that he can't be out on the road right now with us. Fully support that, you know, obviously.
And why Andreas?
Because he rules. You know, we're all Sepultura fans, and he showed enthusiasm, excitement to do it, and it's great. It's working out great. Chemistry's really good. Was
it you to pick him or Scott?
No, I think there was a short list.
Okay.
A really short list of people that we, I guess, had in mind to do this. You know, we weren't none of us were really sure exactly when they were having the baby, so it was just kind of like this up in the air thing. But you know, Andreas was definitely at the top of the list.
Thrash metal is a Bay Area trademark, but Anthrax are from New York. How did you live this? Well, actually, how are you living it now? Because you weren't there in the very first place. I mean, this made you feel, in a sense, unique or maybe outsiders of the scene?
The fact that Anthrax is from New York.
And it's in the big four, you know, the most important bands of the genre.
Yeah, I think, you know, being from New York, you know, the sound and the vibe, the music is a little different. There's a certain, I mean, I don't know if, I guess other people pick up on it too. I'm from New York, so I see it, you know what I mean, and I feel it. There's a certain New York thing that happens with Anthrax. It's kind of hard to explain, but I feel like, you know, this band definitely has its own energy, its own sound, its own magic, and, you know, all that stuff. It might be the same genre as, you know, as other bands. I mean, I think all these bands, they have their own sound, their own. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. It is the big four. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they're the most unique, dare I say, best bands of the genre. You know what I mean?
And do you remember the first time that you actually played with Anthrax? Which was your emotion, and how did you feel? Pretty long ago, but...
There's an interesting sight right there.
Uh-oh! Oh my God, is this a surprise?
I knew about it.
All right, okay.
Some people
so Scott Ian is in Milan. That's
Milan.
Good.
Yeah. What was the question again?
How was for you the first time that you played with Anthrax?
My first show was it was the Thrash of the Titans show in San Francisco, which was a benefit show for Chuck Billy, and it was, for me, it was a nightmare because I didn't have a guitar tech.
Okay.
And none of my gear worked. So,
oh my God.
I mean, I was on stage, but there was like nothing was coming. My wireless blew up, my amp blew up, everything just kind of blew up. It was fun, but it was really stressful. Okay. You know, because it was the first show, and I really wanted it to be great. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
but from then on, everything was quite perfect. Yeah. So it's better like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks so much. Do you want to leave any special message to the Italian fans?
Stay tuned for worship music. I think you guys are really going to love it. We're really proud of it. See you soon.
And is Scott gonna play with you today? All right. Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
What's up? It's Joey Belladonna from Anthrax, and you're watching Linea Rock.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So welcome, Mr. Joey Belladonna of Anthrax to Linea Rock. It's a pleasure for us. So it seems that it's destiny for you. You have to be Anthrax singer. So it's great to have you back. And what's the feeling for you? It's like a sign of destiny, or?
Hey, all I think of, you know, what we've done over the years, and just to make sure that we keep the quality of what we used to do. And it's just it makes sense to me to be here. Hopefully the band has made up their mind in one way or another. I can't really seem to do anything, any harm really. I don't think I've done anything wrong to really make it not right. So I'm just being myself, you know, and I'm happy to be here. I love playing with the guys. You know, when we're together, everything is pretty good, man.
And you're almost all Italians by origin.
That's what I hear. Yeah, there's 3 of us, or 4 of us actually now. Yeah, wow,
yeah, so.
Nice. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so you feel good in Italy. You feel at home.
Oh yeah, I wish I could do more here. You know, I just don't get out. You know, obviously we're on the outskirts. We're not even near town, are we? So it would be nice to be close to town again. Go out and eat and meet some fans. And, well, we're here today. We got a lot of fans out there today, so it'd be nice to say hello to them.
Okay, just a couple. No, okay. So thank you so much. And I have just one other question, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, about the album, of course, worship music. So it was a pretty long process. How was difficult for you? And I mean, when you came back, everything was still the same, or you found the songs, in a sense, changed, rearranged, or?
I walked in with a record. You know, there was a lot of changes. I did everything from scratch on my own. You know, I made it myself. You know, so I mean, it was just me and the producer Jay Rustin, and we went at it a song a day, and didn't even think about what was on before.
All right.
I mean, there's plenty of different drums, guitar, a lot of different vocals, tons of different. I mean, it's not even the same. You know.
Okay.
So it was an easy process for me. We did a song a day, so.
We had the chance to listen to just one song, and it seems very back to the roots and very direct. Is that the direction that the album has?
That's a fairly good example, but there's a lot of different types of styles on there. There's some good mid-tempo stuff, some good shredhead, fast, thrashy kind of stuff, and then there's some good mid-tempo, you know, like it's some different twists on there. But the sound is very Anthraxy to me, you know.
Okay.
Just, you know, a little bit fresh, great production, you know. So, well, you heard the fight of it.
Yes.
Good. Well, that's a good one, you know. Nice start.
And concerning the Big Four, very last question. How is it for you today? I mean, is it very different than back in the days, playing together with, you know, all these thrash monsters, as you are also? How does it feel for you? Is it very different than back in the days, or is?
Well, you know, I think there's a great moment to be together with everybody, and everybody's just rallying around each other to make a great event, and we're all known each other for years, so it's just nice to be together and have a great package, you know. So.
Thank you so much.
You're
Joy.
welcome. Thank you.
And welcome back to Italy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.